Hey, hey, hey! Hey, you guys! We are back at the camper at the farm. Today is Saturday, the 19th of November. And if you've been following along, you would know that we recently got our water put in. We installed the water line from the well to the holding tank and ran a hose from the holding tank to the camper. Now we're not staying here full time yet, so earlier this week, Jason and I were back at our house in town, and we were really concerned and worried about that water line because we're in Northwest Pennsylvania. Temperatures are dropping down below freezing, and this is something we've never done before. So we were really worried about that water line and hoping that it was insulated good enough where it wasn't going to freeze. Our concern was a water line was going to burst and we wouldn't be here to catch it, and if that would happen, it would be a disaster. So that was our concern with that. Earlier this week, Jason wasn't feeling well, so he ended up staying home for the week. They didn't want him coming in if he wasn't feeling well, so on Wednesday we ended up packing up and coming down here. It turned out to be a good thing because midweek the temperature started dropping down to about 15 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit, and we figured if something was going to go wrong, then this would be the time when things would go wrong if they were going to. So it was good that we were here for that. But I'm happy to say that everything seems to be good. Insulating is holding up, so hopefully it'll continue to be good throughout the rest of the winter and we won't have any issues with that. So, with that being said, all of those summer goals we had are completed. Winter is here, and that means it's time for us to start inside the farmhouse. So, I believe I gave you guys a little peek of the room that's going to be my office in the last video. But I want to go over there and give you guys a farmhouse tour. Now, keep in mind, it is an old house. We found a piece of newspaper from 1864. So it is an old farmhouse. It hasn't been lived in since my grandpa grew up there. And currently the downstairs is a construction zone. Jason's got all his tools in there. He's been working the last couple days in that room that's going to be my office, and we do have an idea of what each room is going to be, but when it comes down to the details of everything, we're basically just figuring that out as we go. So just so you guys know, if we say, oh, we're going to do this or we're going to do that, and later down the road things change, it's because we constantly change our mind and we literally just figure it out as we go, room by room. So I am gonna take you guys over there and we're gonna do a little farmhouse tour. Let's go. All right, so before we go into the house, I want to show you the basement, and it's a mess down here, so just don't mind that.
It's a construction site.
It's a construction site. So here's the door, the storm door that comes in from the outside. Piano boxes right there. And then you can see the foundation of this house is made out of barnstone, which I think is really cool. It's in good shape. So the barnstone, we got really good, strong foundation. And if you look up here, the beams the house is built on, I mean, this is like a really thick piece of wood, but coming over.
They're normally only 1.5 inches wide, and those are 2 3/4. No, that's 3-inch beam.
But the beams from here over, those are trees. That's a tree.
All hand cut. Handmade.
Yeah, that is so cool to me. And like Jason said, you can see the axe marks in the tree or in the beam, whatever you call it. That's so cool. Let me get a light so you can see But look, tree. So cool. All the way over.
Yeah, they're cool, but they're a pain in the backside to get through.
Yeah, to run
To run the wiring and everything, they suck to get through. It took me like 20 minutes just to get through one beam with all the measuring and everything.
That's the basement. The fireplace, that's the bottom of the fireplace right there. And then this was an old wood stove.
That's the original coal-fired wood stove that has the hot water tank in the back. So they would build a fire, and back here, this piece was full of water, and that's what gave you hot water back in the old days. And then they had that hooked to a pump that would pump it, pressurize it throughout the house.
But yeah, that's in here, and we're trying to figure out how we're gonna get that out of there. Probably gonna have to cut it apart at some point.
Yeah, it's just too heavy.
But this is the basement. I just wanted to show you a foundation. All on barnstone, and we do have a bunch of these barnstones laying around outside around the property that we're gonna put to use in the future, so stick around to see what we do with those.
Future.
Okay, so we got the barnstone and the beams, and then if you go up the stairs here,
She is such a klutz when it comes to steps. It's so funny.
the top of the stairs, it brings you out directly to the left. That's a door that's on the far side of the house that goes out to the buildings. Now I'm gonna take you back around the front, and we're gonna come in the front door and go through the house. Okay, so now we're outside the front of the house, and we're gonna come in this front door. There are 3 doors. This front one, the one to the left that goes out to the buildings that I showed you, and then one in the back that is off that little back porch. That's probably gonna be our main entry.
Welcome to my crib.
Coming in the front door, we have the stairs directly ahead with a hallway to the right, and to the left is the room that will be my office. To the right, we have a room that we believe will be the living room. This was demoed out a couple years ago, long before we made the decision on whether or not we were going to do this, because we wanted to see the condition of the house. Here is a picture before we did any demo, looking straight through that entryway. And then to the left, you'll see there's a second entryway on the other side of the room. And then this is looking back from that second entryway. So after the demo, the ceiling tiles are down, the wallpaper is off. This is what we're working with. I am filming this in a wide angle, so it might look a little distorted, but you guys can see the rooms a little bit better. Coming through the living room, we've got another room. This is going to be our entryway, probably our main entrance. That door there, it goes off to the back porch. And this is the worst room. It had water damage, so we haven't done anything with it. If you walked onto the floor, it's so soft you'd probably end up in the basement. Here we have a half bath, and you can see in that room where that toolbox is at, that's another entrance that will be off of the kitchen. You'll find that all of the rooms on the first floor of the house, they all have entrances on both sides, so you can make a big loop through the house. Coming down the hallway, under the stairs, we have a door to the basement, and then straight ahead is another door to the outside. This is the far side of the house, and you can see that it goes out to the buildings. Now to the left, that's the second entrance to my office, and to the right, this is going to be our kitchen. So here's an entrance to the kitchen. You can see on that far side, that's the entrance that comes from our main entry to that room that was damaged. But off of our future kitchen, we have a nice small room. This does not have a floor, it's a dirt floor, but this is probably going to be our laundry room. I'm sorry for the mess, you guys. It's a construction zone. We're cleaning it out as we go room by room. So coming back through, directly ahead is the other entry to my office. You can see it's been demoed out, and Jason is working to get it cleaned up, and we're getting it prepped so we can get started working in here. We've worked all summer long getting our camper set up, and we're so excited to finally be getting started in the farmhouse, working to get my office done. Back through the entrance of my office, and we're back to the front door. So that is the lower level. We did the living room, the entrance, the kitchen, and my office. So now it is time to go upstairs, and upstairs are all of the bedrooms. We've got 3 bedrooms, 2 bigger sized bedrooms and a smaller bedroom. Off of the left of the top of the stairs, we have this big bedroom, which is probably going to be our bedroom. Nice view to the front of the property, the lower field, and the driveway. And then another view to the back of the property that looks to the upper field. Coming out of the bedroom, at the top of the stairs, we have the second bedroom. This is the second big bedroom. Those 2 doors there, that is just one big, long, narrow closet. So we might end up just taking that wall out. And here we have the bathroom. You can see there is a partial wall there. I'm not sure if that was a linen, but we are probably going to end up putting our toilet in right there to separate it from the rest of the bathroom. But nice size bathroom, not too big, not too small. And you can see that there is an adjoining room off of the bathroom. So coming back out, going down the hallway, at the end of the hall, we have another small room. This is probably just going to end up being a closet. We'll have to see. But here is the third bedroom, smaller. It's probably half the size of the other 2. But coming in here, with this adjoining to the bathroom, I think we're gonna make this a closet. I got a view to the front of the property, but I've always wanted a walk-in closet, so having that adjoining room off of the bathroom, I think is a good idea to turn that into a walk-in closet. So that is our farmhouse tour. That's the entire house. We have 3 bedrooms, 1.5 bath. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. It's going to take some time, but we are determined and so excited. Coming down the stairs, back out the front door, and this is our view off of the front porch. I've also included some photos and clips before and at the start of demoing the room that will be my office. So enjoy those, and thank you so much for watching.
Now, if you take it and you work this one loose a little bit, That one loose a little bit. Work that one loose a little bit. Yeah, big chunks will come down. Right here, bud. You ready? Go ahead, Rip. Go crazy.
Leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back.
Okay guys, that is the end of our farmhouse tour. Hope you enjoyed it.
It'll get better.
Yeah, we got a long process ahead, so subscribe, follow along, join our journey.
And leave me some comments, please.
Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave a nice comment down below, positive, encouraging, kind, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye! Say bye, babe.
Bye, babe.
Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday